From 50 to 60 years ago, being a serial killer was one of the top crimes in America and in the world during that time and still today. So people are still very highly wanting to know why they do what they do, what do they do it for. So in the presentation today, I will be explaining the art of a serial killer and what the mindset of them thinking if this is okay, or is it psychological, or is it just because they want to do it. So a serial killer is a person who murders 3 or more people over a period of time or more than 30 days with a cooling off period between each murder, and whose motivation for these killings is largely based on their psychological gratification. Sometimes there is a sexual element involved with these killings, but most of the time it's just simple murders that they do. Some characteristics of these type of people are they're very single, no kids, no wives, no none of that most of the time. They are white males most of the time. They're highly intelligent, high IQs. They do have some employment difficulties. Usually they don't have a job, or they have their own type of business. They do have some unstable family history, such as abandonment by their mothers, or just raised by their mothers or fathers, or just raised in a single parent home, abuse histories, or criminal, psychiatric, or alcoholic histories in their home. This can lead to a lot of suicide rates that was shown. There's also a lot of bedwetting and sometimes some sadistic behavior, such as killing or torturing animals. Some of these type of killers are considered either organized or disorganized. There's really no in between. An organized killer is a person who's above average intelligence, who's super smart. You would never think they would do something like this. They're very methodical. They lure their victims in with either their sweetness or their kindness. They maintain control of the whole entire crime scene. They follow the media in the crimes. Usually they're socially adequate, so that's how they lure their victims in. They're so sweet, they're so nice, they seem so open and coming in. A disorganized type serial killer is a person who has low intelligence, who is very impulsive, who murders when the opportunity arises, who rarely disposes of the body, and they'll just bring the body out for the open for anybody to see because they just don't care, and they're very introverted. So these people are like people who have jobs who you would never see, or a person you would never think would do something like this because they're so quiet, they're so, and some type of motives that they can go through, or type of motives a serial killer can be, is either a visionary type motive, who goes with a god complex or a devil complex, who thinks it's either devil mandated or god mandated. Another one is a mission orientated, thinks this is what they need to do to get rid of the world. A hedonic killer is a person who derives from killing, such as they love it, it gives them a thrill, it lusts them, it comforts them into doing this. A power control type killer who just wants to do it because it gains them power in a way, in their own sense. And medical professionals who just become doctors so they can kill people. That's just another way. But there are 3 type of motives. Are the top ones. There are lust serial killers who sex is the primary motive in fantasy that plays a large role playing, like Ted Bundy. He lured his victims in and he raped these women and gave, mandated their bodies and just didn't care. A thrill killer is a primary goal is to inflict pain or give or torture them, mainly because when they were younger they felt a lot of pain from a person and they wanted everybody else to feel what they felt. A comfort type serial killer is a person who wants to get material gain, a person who wants to get money out of them killings. Lust murderer, let's go back to that, is a commission type of sexual, like it's they middle-aged. In conclusion, from all of these facts of a serial killer, I feel like as though it is, from even all the information that I received, it's more of a psychological thing. I don't think these people just want to go out here and get themselves in trouble by killing these people. I think they simply have something in their mind telling them, yes, I need to do this. Yes, what I'm doing is okay. Yes, I must do this. And so I think we should go around not judging them, thinking, oh, they're just crazy, something's mentally wrong with them. Yes, but we should also find why it's happening to them, because from the traits from when they were younger, it started when they were younger, started in the home. So if we would start from what's in the home and work our way up, instead of just judging them based off of the adult because somebody had to raise them. But there are type of serial killers out there that they raise in a good home, that just want to do what they want to do for like material gain, or just because it's a god mandated or devil mandated. Like I said before, it's not just because it's a psychosis type situation. So that is my intake on what the mind of a serial killer feels like and what the art of their killings are.